What is going on, guys and gals? It's your boy J-Love coming at you with another video about non-CDL and CDL hotshot. In this video, we're going to be tackling the question, can you do hotshot part-time? Well, guys and gals, thank you so much for being a part of this video. If you're not subscribed, my name is Jason Love. I'm co-owner of Flash Logistics LLC. We are a hotshot company right now, basically a logistical company doing medium hauling. So we work with a 40-foot flatbed, with the F350, F450, F550. And we're looking to get in the semi-truck world, maybe do some dump trucks, some box trucks in the future as well. Anything logistics that makes money, we're about, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're looking to get into. But right now we do hotshot, so that's what I make videos about. So if you want to learn more about hotshot, how you can get into your own business, subscribe down below, give a like to this video so other people can see it. And if you need help with a fuel card, factoring, a load board, ELD, the whole nine, I can definitely point you guys in the right direction to some great companies that I've had good luck with. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. But yeah, guys, thank you so much again for being in this video. Now, to the question at hand, can you do hotshot part-time? Short answer, I think possibly maybe in the right world you could. But there are a lot of things that go into it. The first reason why I think you can't is because of insurance, guys. So insurance is extremely high. So there's a lot of variables that go into this. But let's say, for example, you have your own authority numbers just because you have a truck and a trailer. And you're like, well, I have my day-to-day job. I just want to do hotshot over the weekend. Now, your insurance doesn't really care or know that. So they're going to charge you accordingly. And I'd say cheaper insurance in hotshot is going to be $1,500 a month. But most likely, if you're a brand new authority for one setup, you're going to be paying more like $2,200 to $2,500. And if you're trying to do hotshot and you get a truck and trailer, you have a truck and trailer payment. So those three costs, the fixed costs, would be the insurance, truck payment, and trailer payment. Truck payment could be $800 to $1,000. Trailer payment could be anywhere from $400 to $700, depending, right? So those costs you're going to have to pay no matter what. Those are fixed costs, right? So whether you're on the road or not, that stuff is coming out of your bank account, okay? And you also have to think about other fixed costs that are smaller, like a load board, like your ELD, like trip permits, stuff like that, you know, that are the trip permits aren't really fixed costs, so get rid of that. But the ELD and the load board, right, and little stuff like that, you know, $30 here, $40 there, that you're going to get charged no matter what. So you have to think about that. Now, that's if you have your own authority, right? You know, you're going to have to worry about those. There's also the variable that you lease on with somebody. You tell somebody, hey, I'm just going to do this part-time. I'll book my own loads. I just kind of want to get like one load a week, you know, from a Friday to Monday load. You're still going to have to cover your truck payment, trailer payment, and insurance might be cheaper because you're leased on with somebody, but you're still going to have to pay your insurance. They might cover the ELD, and they might cover the load board. Maybe, right? But I don't know many people that will lease you on with you only doing about one load a week, right? Or something like that. So that's kind of the first thing I'd say, okay, that's pretty difficult to see, right? Second reason would just be freight in general, right? So if you want to do hotshot, you're moving freight, and you just want to do it part-time, like a Friday to Monday. For you to be able to make the most money possible, you're going to need to do a load that's at least probably 1,000 miles over the weekend, right? A Friday to Monday load, or longer than that. Indigestion always kills me in these videos. Stop it. Leave me alone. So let's say you pick up a load on Friday. 95% of the time, you are delivering that load on Monday no matter what. Not a lot of places are open on Saturday in shipping and receiving. I've booked a couple loads on a Friday for Saturday, about 2 or 3, and I've booked a lot of loads in my lifetime, and I've only booked 2 or 3 on Saturday. A lot of places aren't open. We've hauled loads that are 300, 400, 500 miles over the weekend. No matter how soon we get to that receiver, we're dropping off on Monday no matter what, right? So if you're looking to do this over the weekend, it's going to be super hard just because you're not going to be able to drop off until Monday a lot of times. And let's say you book a longer load because you're like, I want to get the miles in. You're going to be 1,000 miles away from your house on a Monday, and then it'll take you at least 2 days to get back home. By that time, you're not even part-time hotshotting anymore. You basically spent your whole week hotshotting, right? So for you to maximize the amount of the profit that you can get doing hotshot, you're gonna need to be on the road, right? You're gonna need to take longer hauls that pay well. And with how freight is, if you don't live in one of the bigger freight cities like the Midwest, like St. Louis, Cincinnati, Toledo, Detroit, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Chicago, like you don't live in that area, it's going to be a lot harder to find freight that is going to work out for you to be able to get back home, right? Like let's say, for example, you want a hotshot from Wednesday to Friday. You could possibly get a couple 300-mile loads that pay $600, $700, $800 a piece. That's possible, but is it probable all the time? Not really. Just because freight, like when I book loads for people, I don't know where they're going before I book them, right? Each week's different. One week we might go St. Louis to Detroit to Pennsylvania to Florida and then back to Missouri or back to Illinois. One week we might just stay in a couple states. Like each week is different, especially with, booking loads off of a board. You never know what freight's going to pop up, right? Obviously, in a perfect world, you want to get direct shippers. You want to have these loads already booked out. You want that to happen. But especially if you're doing part-time or if you're just starting up, like you don't have that. It just doesn't happen automatically. You have to build relationships with people and get those loads going. So just how freight is going to make it really, really hard for you to be able to work that, especially when you have a tight schedule. And so those are a couple of reasons why I think, doing part-time would be very, very difficult. There's a lot of things that go into it. But just your fixed costs are really going to eat at you. You're going to have to be on the road to be able to make those up and then cut a profit over the top of that. The freight isn't always going to be what you want it to be. It's not always going to get you home. I mean, if you're doing 300 miles for $2 a mile, but you can't find a load to get you home, but then you're stressed out because you have to get home to go to work, like you're just going to deadhead 300 miles back. You make $1 a mile. You literally lost money. You didn't make close enough money to cover your overhead costs that you have, and then you're just going to be losing money in the long run, right? So hotshot's definitely not something you want to do part-time unless you're like super set up to be able to do it, like in the right world. And that's just having the right freight all the time, not having high overhead with your equipment, and just being set up to the max, which is 90% of us aren't like that. So yeah, I want you guys to know this, but hopefully you can learn something from this video if you're thinking about doing it part-time. Like I said, best thing for hotshots is to be on the road at least 4 weeks at a time, take 5 to 7 days off, get back on the road, especially during the summer. That's when you're going to be able to make the most money possible. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what's going on. I love you guys so much. I thank you for being here, and I hope y'all have a great day.